AGZ gang. Now y'all boys, today we're gonna be talking about a very interesting topic, and the topic is the devil fruits that are in Grand Peace Online that are not in Grand Peace Online. Now there's gonna be 4 fruits in specific, and each of these fruits have actually been shown in the game, but for some reason we're not able to use them. So before we get into this, y'all boys, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get straight into this. Now the first devil fruit we are going to be speaking about is the Ope Ope no Mi. Now the Ope Ope no Mi had made its debut during update 0. PHOEYU showcased this not to the public, but in certain YouTuber streams and videos. PHOEYU just popped in the server and showcased it, and that's a lie. It didn't debut back in update 0. Ope Ope no Mi was in the game before Grand Peace Online actually released. To be exact with you, PHOEYU dropped a video back on his channel that is no longer there back in May of 2020, about 6 to 7 months before the game actually came out to the public. And boy, let me tell you, this fruit did look very complete. Now obviously this looks like an older version of GPO. It got changed. GPO graphically has been changed, and it looks better, more vibrant, but that doesn't change the fact that Ope Ope was in the game and it was functioning. And despite all of that, PHOEYU was still able to showcase Ope Ope again after the game came out. What is really the issue here? Ope Ope does look like it's functioning really well, and it doesn't look, well, it does look broken, but it doesn't look like there was any game breaking bugs with the Ope Ope no Mi. So why isn't Ope in the game? I guess we'll never know. When is Ope actually gonna come out? Again, something that we'll never actually really find out, because PHOEYU is definitely not working on this fruit at the moment. But Ope Ope no Mi definitely looks overpowered, and it looks quite interesting. Now the main reason I think it's not in the game, in my opinion, is that if PHOEYU released this to the public, it would change the dynamics of GPO. Being able to cut landscapes in the main game, Battle Royale, and things of that nature could potentially kind of make the game buggy and lag for a lot of people. If a lot of people have this fruit at once, I can imagine what it would do to the main game. It would probably be a bit too laggy for public release, but I'm pretty sure there are ways that PHOEYU can find ways around that. And the Ope Ope no Mi is even capable of shredding up barriers. The Bari no Mi's barriers. And that is a really cool feature that would change up a lot of Battle Royale final circles. I'm not going to lie, because the Bari is pretty popular within the final circle. But again, it's just something we're going to have to wait and see. It's been almost it's been 3 years since we've actually seen the Ope Ope no Mi in Grand Peace Online. And I think we're going to go another 10 years without ever seeing this fruit drop in the main game. Let's move on to the next fruit. Now we're going to be talking about Buddha, aka Hito Hito no Mi. Now Buddha is a bit of a weird one. It is a mythical zone, but it's one of the fruits that I never really cared to see in the main game. I genuinely don't care for this fruit whatsoever, so I'm not really that upset that it's not here. Again, this is one of the fruits that PHOEYU showcased before Grand Peace Online even came out. So we do know Buddha might actually still be somewhere in the game files. PHOEYU just probably needs to revamp it and make it look more modern to Grand Peace Online, because back then GPO was damn near just a base plate. Now with Buddha no Mi, I think it would lag out the game completely. A giant golden man running around slamming and beating everyone up. But I do think it would bring an interesting dynamic to Grand Peace Online, and I really feel like it would be interesting if Buddha was able to kind of run on water. Now, very 50-50 on this, but it would be cool, you know? As for Buddha's movesets, from the sneaks you're seeing on the screen, I'm pretty sure PHOEYU wouldn't be able to make that a thing now. Having the different dialogues to smash and throw your enemies, etc. I'm pretty sure those would be separate skills. If not, just completely take away the throw. The throw could be useful, I'm not gonna lie to you. Throw someone in the ocean, that would be really cool. Again, is this something we would have to wait and see? I'm not too sure how it would work. Hitboxes would be crazy. and I think that's probably the main reason there's not in-game hitboxes. GPO isn't like Blox Fruits where people can just spam abilities and hit things from a distance, so it doesn't really matter that the scalings aren't really proportional. In games like Grand Peace Online, this makes a big difference, especially when you're in something like Battle Royale, etc. You're probably not going to be able to M1 at all anything because the proportions are just going to be so crazy. Unless they give Buddha a big hitbox for its M1s, there's no way you're going to be able to hit anything without ability spamming. Yeah, I'm not too sure how Buddha's going to be a thing, if it's going to be a thing ever. And this is one of those things they can hold off on, and I'm pretty sure most people won't mind. We have better fruits to worry about. The next fruit we're going to talk about is Wax. Now, Wax was first sneaked on the 21st of October. Now, this is one of those things that everybody thought was going to come to update 1, especially because this is when the sneak started to really get popular. People were showcasing it. People think it was going to be Wax and Bomu coming out during update 1. Bomu did come out, but Wax didn't come out. And now I think it's probably one of the best times, especially since we're doing up Impel Down for update 8, or at least I think. Now it's probably one of the best times to add Wax into the game. Wax would be really good, especially for Battle Royale, and I mean specifically for that. Wax has a lot of crowd control abilities that I think would be good in the game. Now, right off the bat, I think his transportation move should be the big ball, where he can just move around and absorb hits. If anything, it would work similar to Mochi. He should be able to like go up surfaces because Wax is pretty sticky, etc. Wax would have a lot of cool abilities. In the anime, you're able to actually change your Wax into different weapons and things of that nature. I feel like you could have something like Scorpion use like a Wax spear to grab your opponent and pull them in. Now in the anime, since Wax is able to take on almost any form, you could have different weapon cycles, because once the Wax hardens, it turns almost as hard as steel, or it is as hard as steel. It's one of the two, doesn't really matter. This is GPO. We could have something, Wax could be the first devil fruit in the game that allows you to cycle between weapons. That would be really cool. Maybe a heavy, a medium, and a light weapon that each have 2 different abilities for the user. That would be cool, very versatile. And then the transportation move, like I said before, would be the ball, but it doesn't get interrupted when you get hit with abilities. Absorbs and halvens the damage that is taken, so it would be really cool. Obviously it's Wax, it's sticky, you could go up surfaces with it. And then obviously the mecha suit, you know, heavy hitting abilities, reduced damage taken, slam moves, drill moves, whatever moves, you know. There's a lot you could do with Wax. I feel like it's really versatile, and obviously it's a Parmesia, so you wouldn't have low gear dodges, so it would be kind of balanced as well. Unfortunately, I don't think Wax is going to be coming out anytime soon. I'm pretty sure it's not of priority with the Grand Peace Online dev team, so unfortunately we won't be seeing it. I'm not too hurt by this. Honestly, it is what it is. And the last fruit is Chop Chop. Now, it's like this in almost every One Piece game, or at least the Mandabi ones, where Buggy will be in the main game, but Buggy's fruit won't be in the game. For some reason, the Chop Chop is not in Grand Peace Online, and Buggy has been in Grand Peace Online since update 0. So there's no reason why we don't have a Chop Chop in the main game. I think it would be a really good inclusion. It would be really cool. And it's a way to fend off against sword users, making it so that not everybody can just pick the best weapon and beat people up. Maybe a direct counter to Chop Chop would be gauntlets, because you're using your fist for it, it's not actually a sword. So things like gauntlets would work. And then everything else, it would have to be fist, fishman karate, black leg, etc. But yeah, no, Chop Chop should be in the game, basically have its complete move set already, and PHOEYU could probably add or tweak things as he wishes to do. Chop Chop should be in Grand Peace Online. However, it's not, and we just gotta smoke that L. That's about it for this video. If y'all boys made it to the end, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.